Shalom and welcome back to Israel with Aline. Today we are going to visit Gilgal, Refaim, the Circle of Giants, a mysterious site in the Golan Heights. And for a long time it was a military zone and access to it was restricted. And we are going to explore this megalithic structure and discover its connection to the Refaim, the race of giants mentioned in the Bible. So if you're ready, let's get started. And access to the site is difficult even today. And that's why we drove here to the Anyam area. And from here we can continue on foot, but it's several kilometers, or you can go on with a Jeep or a 4x4 car. And that's why to help us today, here is Geisha Keda.
Shalom.
Hello. He is also a friend, my guide, and he lives here in Anyam, and he will take us to the Circle of Giants. Well,
Let's go.
let's go everyone. Thank you very much.
He's pathological. It's not his fault. He's an animal, but also very noisy.
We made a quick stop, guys, and you're going to be shocked when we get to the Circle of Giants. But even before we get there, this whole area has a lot of different things. There are hundreds and hundreds of dolmens here, which are giant tombs, and they're all around here. So, Guy, will you show me the dolmens? Let's go.
Let's go.
There. You can see here a giant tomb, a dolmen. This one has collapsed, but there are several of them. And Guy is now looking for one for us, one that's intact, and we're going to try to show it to you there. Z-A-N-O-T-T-O. Let's go. Look at the size of this structure. This here is a person's tomb. Let's see if we can go down. Guys, I'm going in. The entrance is small, but the tomb is relatively large. It's much taller than I am. Let me show you a little bit of it. I came all the way to the back just so you can get an idea of the size of this place. It's really quite big, and it used to go even further that way. Some stones collapsed. I mean, the entrance is small, but the space itself here is well over 2 meters. But let's go out and head to the Circle of Giants. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get out of here. I did it. But look at this, guys. Look at the stones. There are tons and tons of stones here. And the question is, how did they manage to move all of this without any kind of machinery? But the most impressive part we're going to see now. Let's go. And now, guys, Guy took the Jeep. He's going back to Neve. And the one who's going to continue the rest of the adventure with us is Moti. Bye.
Guys,
We're going to walk together now to the site of the giant circle. We've arrived, guys. We're at the giant circle. And I know that looking from here, it doesn't even seem like we've arrived at a special place. But this is one of the most mysterious places in Israel. And it went unnoticed for a long time. Precisely because the only way to understand how grand, how gigantic this place is from above. And that's why we also brought a drone today, so we can fly over the area and show you how incredible this place is. Here's a small preview, everyone. There are more than 40,000 tons of stones here that were used in this construction. So come with me. Wow, look at this megalithic structure we're entering. Archaeologists estimate that 42,000 stones were used here for the construction. And the archaeologist Michael Frankman, who has a doctorate in archaeology from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, he estimates that it would take 25,000 days of work by regular people to complete a project of this size. And the first question that comes up is, why was this gigantic place built? Why? And what was it used for? And the answer is, we don't know. There is no other structure like this anywhere in the Middle East. And this is the first of the mysteries of Gilgal Refaim, the Circle of Giants. Let's go inside and find out even more about what happened in this place. Here we can clearly see these gigantic circles. Again, to see this place, we have to be at a very high altitude. That's why our cameraman stopped on one of the circles, so that you can see this colossal structure. But if we keep walking and head toward the center, we see that there's a closed area here, an inner room. And that's where we're going now. This megalithic structure, it is 20 meters wide, 4 to 6 meters high. What was this central area? It is a giant tomb. We're literally going to go up and enter it now, see who's buried inside, and also find out what the connection of this place is. The Gilgal Refaim with the Refaim, the race of giants from the Bible. Let's go. Can you believe all of this was built 4,700 years ago? And the perfection of this construction, after all this time, it's still here, preserved. And now we can see the entrance to the tomb, and we're going to go down together. Look how long this tomb is. Now let's go into its final chamber. This place is amazing. Look at the perfection of this construction, how the stones are fitted together. All of this was done without using cement. No sealant, just stone fitted with stone. And the question is, what happened to what was inside this tomb? And the answer is that everything that was here was looted, even the bones. And that's why we don't have any objects to be sure who was buried in here. Only this colossal structure. And there's also something interesting inside this tomb, this small entrance, this little window that's right above me. It is aligned with the summer solstice. I mean, one day a year. On the longest day of the year, the sun comes in directly here and hits the center of the tomb. We don't know why they did that. But this whole complex, it's aligned with the solar calendar and it's aligned with the summer and winter solstice. But really, that's all. It just adds more to the mystery of this place. But I don't know if you all are noticing. I'm running out of breath being in here, so I'm going to go outside and I'll keep telling you the rest out there. Sorry. Sorry, I'm glad to be getting out of the tomb. Let's walk up here and get to know the place a little better. This place is called Gilgal Refaim. Gilgal means circle. We can clearly see the circles here at this site. And Refaim is one of the races of biblical giants. Besides them, there are also the Nephilim, the Anakim, and the race of the Refaim. She disappeared. The last of them was Og, the king of Bashan. Og, king of Bashan, was the last survivor of the Refaim. His bed was made of iron, and it is still found in Rabbah. Of the children of Ammon, its length was 9 cubits, and its width was 4 cubits by the common cubit. All that region of Argob, all the Bashan, was called the land of the giants. In the passage, it doesn't say his height, but it does mention the size of his bed. It was 9 cubits by 4, which in today's measurements would be 4 meters high and 1.8 meters wide. And it's also written that he was the king of Bashan, which is the biblical name for the region of the Golan Heights. Exactly where we are walking now, it was the region ruled by Og. And I want to show you something here outside. We are exactly on top of it right now. From the solstice window, I'm sitting on top of the tomb and look at the architectural perfection. 1700 years old, without cement, without sealant, and they managed to make perfect angles from afar. Passing by, it just looks like a pile of stones. But only when you come up here, you see the stairs, you see the angles, you understand the knowledge that these people here had. But we don't know if it was the Refaim who built this place or if it was another people in ancient times. And we also don't know how the place was built. Because after all, no person of normal height can see this formation in its entirety, and the circles are perfect. There isn't any big mountain or lookout nearby where you could see the formation from above either. This place brings us more questions than answers. It was built because it was built. Who was buried here and in the hundreds of giant tombs around here? And why have all the skeletons disappeared? There are really many mysteries here still to be discovered. Most of the hills in the Golan have never been excavated. So without a doubt, in the coming years, we will have many wonderful discoveries here. And now I want to hear from you. What do you think this place was, and who do you think was buried here? I want to thank all of you who watched, and I invite you to subscribe to the channel for more content straight from Israel. And I'll see you next time.